Hey everybody, it's me, Gregory MANNARINO. How are you today? What do you think? I thought I would try something different. I really like bow ties. I think they're very classy. So I thought maybe I would start wearing one. This is the first time I'm wearing one of these. So I just thought it would be interesting. Anyway, let's move forward here, people. So here's what's going on. If you were to turn on the financial channels, the mainstream media, the stocks are plunging. The Dow Jones Industrial Average is down over 200 points as I am doing this video blog. By the way, just yesterday on my other channel, the Evolution System channel, I put up a video of the Dow Jones Industrial Average. The Evolution System was saying, be cautious, pull profit if you have it. I put this out early yesterday. If you listened to that video, you locked in some profit. Or maybe you actually went short this market. Bravo to you. Made some cash here. Okay, why is the market doing this right now? Well, you probably can guess without even, thinking too much. It's the people running the Federal Reserve. I can't think of another term at this point. Maybe you can fill in the blank. Who are coming out today, Fed presidents, talking about a rate hike once again, and the market hates it. You can see, look, it's incredible. We do not have a real market. It should be clear to anyone that is paying attention here. Bad economic news, market goes up. Good economic news, market goes down. A Fed president, he or she, opens their mouth about a possible rate hike. Now think about what we're talking about here. 0.25%, and the market goes berserk. Sell, oh my God, no, sell now, sell it now. Do you see how it's being driven? Anyone who doesn't see that we are living in a multiple bubble economy right now is so deluded and so blind that I feel very, very sorry for them right now. That goes back to every single asset, including housing. And I've been getting killed from people. Greg, you're so wrong about housing. You're wrong. Housing is going higher. It's not in a bubble. Really? Well, let's see. If the Federal Reserve has taken the largest part of the market, the debt market, distorted it beyond the point of recognition, that means suppressing interest rates, what does that do? Since you know so much. Well, what it does, very simply, is cause cash to move into assets where it shouldn't be going and out of places where it should be going into, creating bubbles all over the place here. Again, I've been talking about this a lot lately. 2008, 2009 market crash. The market is now up 300% plus since that time. We were Dow 6,000 before the Fed stepped in. Does that make sense to you? Did our economy improve so greatly that you believe that the stock market should be where it is now? That the debt market should be where it is now around the world's negative territory? Unless the cash is worthless, but you don't want to admit that. Look, no asset right now whatsoever, whether it's gold, whether it's silver, whether it's any currency on earth, whether it's debt, whether it's housing, I don't care what you want to look at. It's not real. There's no price discovery mechanism behind it at all. Zero. Because of the actions of world central banks. And I can promise you that there's going to be a price to pay here that most people are not going to be able to do. It's going to be horrible. It's very sad to think about it. To think about it in that perspective, honestly. I'll tell you this. We've been hearing for I don't know how long now that, the United States, we're in an economic recovery. Our economy is strong. Despite what's going on around the world. Now, the mainstream media will admit, that the Eurozone isn't looking too good. Other parts of the world aren't looking too good. Mario Draghi just yesterday announced that he's downgrading economic growth in the Eurozone moving forward. But here in the United States, they are trying so desperately to keep you dumb, to keep you distracted. They're saying, no. Despite the fact that we have a global economy, the United States is immune. We're immune to this, despite the fact Another fact, that the trade gap keeps getting wider, despite the fact that our manufacturing is falling off of a cliff. Okay, they want you to believe that our economy is strong, and I think the Federal Reserve is buying their own garbage right now. Maybe, look, they never get it right. Never, ever, ever. And that's my challenge in today's video to anybody who's watching this. Name one time, one only, ever, that the Federal Reserve got it right in history. They never did. So what that tells me is there's a distinct possibility, more so than that they're going to get whatever they do wrong this month. Whether they raise rates this month, whether they don't raise rates this month, it's going to be the wrong decision. And that is going to have a ripple effect, period. So, anyway, it's just utterly incredible. You know, who else has been trying to tell the truth here with regard to the global economy? The IMF, the International Monetary Fund, has downgraded global growth, including the United States, repeatedly over and over again over the past several years. Not once have they upgraded it. It's been downgrade after downgrade after downgrade after downgrade. So what does that mean? I don't care what the Federal Reserve does. I don't care what any world central bank does. They have no choice at all but to keep inflating and inflating and attempt to keep inflating. Dump helicopter money, buy stocks through backdoor channels like dark pools, whatever they got to do. Because here in the United States, we are losing tens of thousands of jobs here. These corporations continue to lay people off here. People are not spending. They're burying themselves in debt in order to maybe just survive. You know, you talk about criminal organizations here. I wanted to bring this up. Everyone points their finger at Wall Street. And I got a lot of feedback for saying it's not Wall Street's fault yesterday. I am not saying that Wall Street doesn't take advantage of whatever is out there, just like you would. If you had an opportunity, I'm not saying you'd go out to rob people or anything like that, because there's always going to be corruption. But if an opportunity presented itself for you to better yourself and the lives of your family, you would take it. And if you say you wouldn't take it, I'm telling you straight out that you're a liar. Again, as long as it doesn't hurt anybody. Now, the situation that has been created by our central bank colluding with our policymakers, from the president and Congress, has allowed this environment to fester and manifest itself here. There's so many deluded people out here. It's unbelievable. When I had suggested that it was Obama's fault, couldn't be his fault that our debt bubble is so big, someone said, it's Congress that has the power of the purse. Really, well, Obama's not supposed to make laws either, but he's doing that, isn't he? Our system is so corrupted. This president is so corrupted. Hillary is so corrupted, beyond belief. Again, this is nothing we have not seen before at the fall of every empire. So that's where we're going here as well, period. Now let's talk about corruption too. How about farmers? You know what farmers are doing right now? You don't believe what I'm about to tell you? Do a little research. So it's not just Wall Street. It's the nice little farmer out there who are killing cows so they can keep the price of milk up. Have you noticed the price of milk lately? In my neighborhood, a good old-fashioned gallon of milk went from $2.65 to $4, basically in a couple of weeks. Do you see this? So don't just tell me about Wall Street being corrupted. Let's talk about the nice little farmer too. Let's talk about everybody else. So before you or anybody raises a finger and says, look what they're doing, how about you look at yourself first and then look at everybody else too. Look what they're doing, okay? No one is innocent here. So that's just the way this is. And I can promise you, this is a setup. Wall Street is going to be blamed for all this, and you and I are going to bail it all out once again. Why? Because our politicians set it up that way. Just like Obamacare. All of these insurers are losing cash. We know that. What you probably don't know, and I've been talking about, it's written into Obama's law that Obama made, okay? Seriously, that you and I are going to bail them all out if they lose cash. So that cash is already, you already paid for it. Whatever losses are out there, you are paying for it, and you can't do anything about it. Nothing. Because of Obama's law. But again, in case you haven't heard, presidents are not supposed to make laws. But in this case, well, you know, a little different. Anyway, I'm not just sitting here beating up on President Obama or Hillary Clinton. I don't care who's in the White House. It doesn't matter. It does not matter at all. And do you know why? Because whoever controls the cash controls the world. You know that. Period. And I can promise you, Hillary is bought and paid for by Wall Street. They want her badly. If they don't get her, I think there'll be a problem in the market. And you got a lot of people warning, oh, if Trump becomes president, the market's going to tank. Well, why would you think that? Because the market and Wall Street wants Hillary. They got her in the back pocket like you have no idea. Maybe you do. I don't know. Anyway, I know I'm going off on a way tangent on this video here. But it's really just about the Fed, who never gets it right and never will get it right, no matter what they do. And today's market sell-off should show you that the market is fake. The data is fake. Everything is fake. You name it. It's not real. That's it, people. All right? I'll see you later.